Are like good Samaritan? Yes, I am. Ooh, again the 15%. Fuck you with that stupid buck. But you're kinda blocking me, but whatever. I'll just go around you. But yeah. That's that. But I gotta say the college/university life is pretty sweet compared to the high school here. Yeah, the thing that I was always saying, you feel the fucking freedom. The freedom of choice and everything. Jesus Christ, it was so good. Pretty much you won't really, when you are at that age, like early 20s and whatnot, you're like, whatever. I have to study a lot more than in high school and whatnot. But yeah, after you finish the university and you get your diploma, of course it depends on what you do. There's bachelor, there's master, and there is the PhD. The ones that are getting PhD usually tend to stay at the university to teach others. Be right back. Yeah, that was a quickie. But yeah, my nose started running after that last sneeze. Anyway, if you don't know, I don't have PhD, I have master degree. As I'm saying, I'm agriculture engineer, which is pretty much the same as the master degree, on same level. Never really wanted to go for a PhD because first thing first, it's not that easy. You have to pretty much be like one of the teachers there, and of course you have to pay quite a few money to get there. But once you get there, you have like 80% chance that you will stay at that university and teach others. Which is a really good job, because unless something really bad happens, they won't fire you and you are set up for life. And later you can become even something higher. Here it's called docent, I don't know what the name would be in the US, or the highest one that actually the only president can give you, the highest rank in the university, and that is professor. AK you can write prof before your name. So the most pretty much you usually see are three titles, academic titles. Professor, then you are either engineer like me or magister, which are on the same level, or both are masters pretty much. And then is your name, and after that is PhD. Of course, I think in the like US you have PhD before your name, right? Yeah, and they just call it doctor, like doctor of something, doctor of anything. Here PhD is pretty much a doctor of philosophy, it means. But of course, it's not the philosophy, or not only philosophy, but yeah, it's pretty much PhD is in the. It's pretty much the same thing that you studied at the university when you finish your master's degree. Hopefully I made a little bit of sense of that. Of course, probably many of you don't really understand or don't really care about that, or won't even watch that part. But oh well. I gotta talk about something, right? And yeah, it's pretty random when I was talking about the school, but whatever. But that's pretty much the school system here. You, if everything go as it should. You start attending school when you are 6 years old and you finish when you are 24, unless you are going for a PhD. When you're going for the PhD, you will finish when you are 27 years old. So you will go to school 21 years. I was going to school 18 years, so I finished when I was 24 with my master's degree at agricultural engineering. And I got ING before my name. Spelling in English it will be ING dot. Of course I have to have dot after that as well. So you have your diploma, and of course you can get it to your RD for, of course, if your ID is pretty much expiring, you will get it for free. You just have to bring not a copy but your diploma to the police. Yeah, here actually the IDs or the driver license are being read by police. You pretty much bring it to the cops, let's say, and you'll have at the back of the ID your title. If you have more titles, I will probably have all of them. You will probably have all of them in there. Like I have ING, then other might have like PhD or even prof. Like the professor. Wait a minute. What's this? Is it done? There's a little bit left over there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wrong field. This field up 3. What the heck, you were all the way over here? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Oh, actually, now I know. Right. Okay, should be big enough to fit. What she said, right? Well, really? Okay, definitely need to refill the seat. But I have 100k, we are fine. What is different actually? I didn't talk about it. You can't go to the college if you're just good at the sport, like in those US high school movies. I don't know if that is actually real, but they're pretty much pretending when they are good at American football, they can go to the college because they're good at American football. Here you just can't do that. You have to have decent grades or have rich parents. Yeah, it's another thing. If you have money, you can do everything, but that's pretty much same everywhere else, I think. Just got to have that sweet cash. Yeah, it wasn't that much, 2.5k, 2.5k. So yeah. Better grades you have at high school, better chance you have to get to the more prestige or better university. Of course, you have to at the better ones or best ones. You always have to take like those entering tests or ent tests or whatever you would call it in English. Enter exam. Pretty much the exam you have to take before they will take you to the so-called university, and when pretty much those ones where they have the best scores are taken immediately, and if those ones decide to pretty much don't go to that university, then they will start picking up those that have low scores, etc, etc. It's pretty much normal everywhere. Actually that was my case, yeah. I remember did not have that high score, but then some people dropped and I got that I got. That was my case in the high school, by the way, because yeah, the high school actually attended was quite prestige at the time. Now it's really shitty, and even the doubles can get there, but yeah, back when I was 15, it was a lot different. But yeah, that was 14 years ago. Now you can get pretty much at that time the gymnasiums were the most prestige schools. But yeah, after a few years, when pretty much I was finishing the high school, they took even doubles there. I mean, if they took me back when I was like 15, I would be one of the smartest kids there. Well, I'm not saying. Well, I have IQ. When I took tests, I was always my IQ was always between 122 and 127, which is I think gifted, right? Or above average. I think gifted. Of course, I have high IQ, but yeah, you can have IQ, you can be genius, and you can still have like a really bad grades from math or stuff like that. It doesn't matter if you have high IQ. You guy who have like average IQ might have better grades than you. Yeah, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't really matter. Because there are people pretty much who are hard workers. For example, my cousin, she's smart, but she probably or might have lower IQ than me. But yeah, she was always hard worker, like really good hard worker. Like Jesus Christ, I was always impressed by that. Even my best friend, he was same as that. I was one of these people. I read usually everything like once or 2 times. I either get it and remember some stuff of it and get a good score, or I didn't and say fuck it. But always, even if I did not remember that much from it, I always get at least the average score on the test or whatnot in the school, be it high school or the university. But yeah, there are people pretty much who just study like crazy. Yeah, of course they get good scores, and at the university, if you have good scores pretty much all the time, you will get a red diploma. If you did pretty much like average or didn't have like the best score ever, you will get blue diploma. Yeah, the blue pretty much is average for everybody, and red is for those tryhards. Of course, there is also a money reward for those with a red diploma, so yeah, if you are looking to get some cash, it is not anything that special, to be honest. It was like 200 euros, I think, per semester, so like 400 per year. I'm pretty sure this is the map edge. Yeah, this is edge of the map. Okay. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what grades you have, you can still be a smart person or a dumb person. Smart person with bad grades or a dumb person. Well, of course there are dumb persons with bad grades and smart person with good grades. Usually it's like that. The smart persons rarely have really bad grades, but yeah, of course, this was different in history. There are a lot of geniuses, like I think Albert Einstein have like really bad grades from math or physics or something like that. And you know Albert Einstein was fucking genius, right? So yeah, you can be genius and you can still have really bad grades. You know what I'm trying to say. Now of course, yeah, a lot of my friends who have bad grades currently what they are doing? Well, they're either doing working as drivers, working in the manual labor jobs, etc. etc. I'm not saying they were dumb, but yeah, let's say they weren't the smartest around. Of course, I want to say I got a university, I got master degree, and I am fucking unemployed. So yeah, I shouldn't say really anything about that. But you don't believe how hard it is to find a job. Here. Yeah, sure, they are giving you all these like unemployed. Unemployment rates are currently all-time low in my country and whatnot. Yeah, that might be true. But what can you find? Manual labor job. You can go working. I could be working like in a week there if I wanted to. But if you want something better, something which is not manual labor, oh boy, you have to either have good connections. Yeah, in my country it's pretty normal, pretty much, but I think everywhere else you have to have some sort of connections to get the better jobs. I know a lot of people who pretty much. I got university, that guy who like one of these 3 years old high schools. The high school the last 3 years, which is actually a very big difference. Usually, yeah, and intelligent and whatnot as well. And yeah, guys like that, because their parents know people, will get really good jobs. That I would probably do a lot better as one with the university. Because as you know, usually when you're in university, you will get the managing skills there. Actually, I have. I even have one of the lower teacher's degrees that I made there, so I can teach at the high school, but only at the central ones. Like for example, at that veterinary high school that my sister and my cousin went, I could teach there without any issues. I'm actually doing my like, what do you call it? My teacher's test and one at the high school. Oh goddamn, but the girls there. Jesus Christ. But come on, I was 23 years old. Yeah, I don't really care about much. Back then, I only care about those 17 years old girls. Holy crap, they were so fucking hot. Jesus Christ. Their egg bodies. Okay, but yeah. 17s are more than legal in my country, so yeah. Well, 17-year-olds still can drink alcohol or smoke, but they can fuck. You can legally drink alcohol, smoke when you are 18 years old, which is pretty much the adulthood or adult age in my country. I think in the US it's for at least for drinking like 21. Also, you can get your car license when you're 18. I think in the US the kids like when they're like 16 years old they can already make the car license. And I don't know when they can actually get it and drive their own car without their parents being there. No man. Oops. I didn't press B. Oh yeah, I have selected this forage harvester. Jeez, I made me hiccups. You can probably hear that. Well, not really hear that, but here and my breathing and whatnot in the beard. Yeah, because of the hiccups. wondering that I already went to the shop. It probably went or returned. My mother and aunt today went straight to from their work to dentist. So yeah, a lot of people actually don't like dentists. I never really. Well, when I was a kid I had issues, but now when I'm adult I don't have issues. Pretty much, dentist for me is my most common doctor. Yeah, I visit dentist like 1 or 2 times per year. Yeah, that's my most common doctor. I don't really go to the others. Last time when I was visiting my eye doctor, or whatever you call him in English, doctor with eyes, pretty much was like 6 years ago. But didn't have to go. Probably have to go to him as well to check if I need better glasses. I don't really see my eyes getting worse. They're pretty much the same. But yeah, I would definitely need different glasses, because the glass on these glasses is quite not that great anymore, and the glasses itself are not that great. But yeah, the glasses are really pricey. And in 2011 I spent like 120 or 150 for these glasses. Yeah, 120 or 50 euros for these glasses, which is really pricey. As I was looking, the average worker will get like less than 500 euro. And yeah, just imagine how priced are those glasses when you count all the bills and whatnot, for the bill for the electricity, bills for the gas. Gas, I mean, of course, the ground gas, which you use for the heating. Not like the gas. Here we call it pretty much the fuel that goes to the cars. It's different, completely. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Got a lot of FPS actually. Gotta say there weren't like almost any drop in this session, which is surprising. But yeah, I did restore my PC. Actually have to, because there's an annoying bug with my mic and whatnot. And only thing that pretty much okay, that's the edge of the field. It's fixing that, it's restarting the PC. Let's move over here then. So yeah, it's a really annoying bug. I won't really, well, I can tell you the details, or what is it. I always test my headphones and my mic before I start recording. And how the mic acts pretty much like when I would have like mic boost on the max. I'm not using any mic boosts, if you mind. And yeah, it would act like it was on the max, and there is like shit ton and loud background noise that it picks up. Of course, it still picks up the background noise even without the boost, but it's a lot more quieter. And with the new settings for the G4 experience, where I can split the mic and game audio, I can pretty much clear the mic audio without any loss of quality for the game audio. Why is not harvesting anything here? I guess only the dark green grass accounts. Oh, that's weird. I thought you should be able to harvest this. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, okay, fuck this, it's not harvesting anything there. But yeah, that's pretty much the bug. It's really loud, and I think that's actually not a software but hardware bug. I mean, these headphones are 5 years old. It's pretty old already. My sound card, it actually, well, it's creative, same as those headphones, but it's not really that great sound card, but it's still better card than the onboard card that you usually get with the motherboard. But I never had single headphones or a sound card that did not pretty much pick up any background or deliver any background noise. I know how pricey you will have to get, but I hear people like who are getting like those around 100 euro headphones, and those like should not pick up any background noises, or just use the headphones separate and the mic separate, of course. That's other option, but it is usually for the streamers that use those, like a really pricey mics. But yeah, when you like are not using this, I don't know, in my opinion you still should use the headphones, you know, because wouldn't that mic like pick up the game sound as well from your headphones if you are not using, from your speakers if you are not using headphones, right? I know how that actually works, but I see usually people using the headphones. Well, they have mic, but they are not using the mic on headphones, but they are using the mic that they have on the table. Usually when I watch like the streamers and whatnot. Of course, these mics are pretty pricey. So I don't still know if the mic is the major in this or the sound card. If you have like a really pricey sound card, like 100 euro or more sound card. Because my current sound card is like something like my headphone, like around 30 euro. I mean, and I remember my friend was building my PC, he was like, why do you need a sound card? You don't need sound cards. The onboard is all the unit. I was like, dude, I make fucking videos. I need something a little better than that. But yeah, with this I can just clean the mic background noises in the Audacity, and yeah, that's really good. I love that option that they separated the mic and the in-game pretty much sounds. It's really good in my opinion, and it's super helpful with the cleaning, because no matter what settings, if you have the mic audio mixed together with your in-game audio, yeah, you will drop the pretty much in-game audio quality. Like I remember Oblivion, it was kinda, for example, Rain. The Rain actually have like this background noises that are actually quite similar to what the mic pickups, like those weird, no, I don't really know what you'd call them, but probably humming or whatever noises. Pretty much the annoying background noise that the mic tends to pick. And the Rain actually sounds really similar in Oblivion like that. And yeah, it would really create those weird robotic sounds during the rain when you would clean it. But by of course my in my new LP I already fortunately have the G-Factorials with these settings, so yeah, there wasn't any issues like this. Once again, I was actually watching during Saturday after I finished pretty much finished the painting. I was watching some Oblivion videos, and I was like, man, I really want to play this game again. I know why, I just love that game. A lot more than Skyrim. Skyrim is still good, but Oblivion is Oblivion, jeez. Of course I would play Skyrim as well. Like, I haven't played in the like Thieves Guild quest line in a while. And whatnot. Let's see how much wool do I have. Okay, almost 2 full pallets.